All right, guys, welcome to day 2 of the 5-day Monetize Your Business Challenge. My name is Dr. Adila Rafiz. For those of you joining me and have not met me, thank you so much for being here. So straight out of the gate, what's actually happening today is we're meant to be doing exercise for day 2, which was clearing your subconscious money blocks. However, about an hour ago, I got a little message saying, don't do that exercise today, do a different one. And so because this is how we work, when we work in tune or with awareness or consciously, we want to work with the whispers of awareness and work with the energy of your business. That's what this challenge is all about. It's about working with the energy of money, working with the energies in the universe. And so we are changing today's exercise, and I promise I will make sure that I either do a bonus session or bring in the clearing subconscious money blocks into a different session. But today's exercise is about unhiding you. And I'm really, really pleased and excited to be doing this exercise because it's actually such an important one. And when I talk about unhiding you, what we are going to be doing is going through the energetic exercise of actually unhiding everywhere where you have been playing small, unhiding everywhere where you think you've been showing up, but actually you're not really showing up. And this is a really common one. I see this all the time, and I've certainly been guilty of this myself, is there is a difference between doing something and really showing up 100% and being there energetically. And for those things in your life where you notice that you create a real result, you create a real change, you really get forward momentum, or you move the needle per se on whatever it is that you're wanting to do or create, you will notice that there is a different energetic presence to those activities or those things that you do. When you show up in that way, it creates a different result. And today's exercise is all about showing up in that way to create that success, and also to create that success with money. Because for a lot of people, when money is involved, and so, so many people often say that when they have to do something for free, when they're doing a taster, when they're doing a talk which has no monetary value involved, it's really easy for them to show up. It's really easy for them to promote it and to get lots of people and to get lots of engagement and interaction. And you go away, everyone goes away feeling really good. Now, when you add the concept of needing to have a monetary exchange in there, when you suddenly start charging for your services or your products, or you suddenly say, I've been doing these things for free or as a taster for you, but I'm going to start charging now, suddenly the energy shifts. And what we are going to address today is not only that shift and change in energy, but where when it comes to showing up and really asking for the money, and being willing to stand there grounded in your energy and grounded in your receiving, and still being the greatest contribution you can be, that this is often where we will shy away, and this is often where you will energetically hide. So today's exercise is all about bringing awareness to those places where you think you're showing up, and you think you're doing the things that need to be done to create the money, but you're actually energetically not present. And so the money can't find you. The clients or your potential clients perceive that, and they don't interact. You don't get as much engagement, whether it's when you're putting out flyers or posts on social media or advertising it. You don't get that same return. And this is the key to it. It's how you're showing up energetically and where you are hiding and not wanting to go in 100%. So the difference here is going in 50% or 60%, or doing it and then retreating, which is also a very common thing that happens. You'll get an idea for something, or you'll decide to do something, and you'll put it out there, and then you'll freak yourself out. And so you come back in right? Or you hide, or you decide that you've actually just exposed yourself way too much, so you're just going to spend a few days back in your little comfort zone before you try and put yourself out there again. And so today what I want to do is help bring awareness to those areas where you are doing that in your life, in your business, with clients, with networking, with letting people know who you are and what you do. And then showing you an exercise for you to actually be grounded in your energy and not feel like you want to fly away or go away or hide, so that the money can actually find you and the success can actually find you and your business can start to grow. Because it's actually that energy, it's the consistency in that energy of showing up that's required that creates that consistency that you are probably looking for with your money flows. You know, most people I work with, most humanoids that I work with, they have the up and down with their money flow. They do really well for a while, or the money will come in and then it will dry up. It's that feast or famine cycle. And it's really difficult to live in that way when you're in that feast or famine cycle. So we want to get more consistent with your money flows. And in order to get more consistent with your money flows, you want to get more consistent with how you show up energetically, so that the money can find you, so that the clients can find you, so that work is consistent. Okay, or play is consistent, because I hope that many of you, like me, have a job that you love and you love showing up and you love being able to do what you do, but also because many of us do that. Just reading some of these comments from Maud and Melissa, I've done that for years. I still do that to an extent. So this is very much, I'm giving you guys the tools and the information and the exercises that I very much use for myself. I very much realize, or when I look at what isn't working or what hasn't worked, and I look at why that is, and then I'm able to become aware of something, and then this is what I do to change it. This is how I continue to grow. And so that's what this challenge is all about, all of us growing together over these 5 days. So for a lot of people, when it gets uncomfortable, you want to hide. When it gets to the point where you feel like you put yourself out there too much, too consistently, over too many days, and you're asking for too much attention, the tendency is to hide. So you'll notice that I keep doing this, and this is what it energetically feels like as well. You put yourself out there and then you retreat. You say, can I have the money now, please? And then you disappear. You provide a service and then you don't follow up with an invoice. You put the advertising out for a class or an event, and then you don't follow up with everyone, and you don't repost, and you don't let more people know, and you don't pick up the phone, and you don't talk to more people. Now, you will find a way to do things that are in the most congruent way for you. So again, remember, I'm always about doing things in the most congruent and energetically light way for you. So if one of those ways isn't congruent for you, that's okay. However, there is also a difference between heavy and uncomfortable, or not congruent, meaning you shouldn't do it that way because it probably won't work, and then just uncomfortable because you're not used to putting yourself out there that much and you're embarrassed and you want to hide. Okay, change will always come when you're outside of your comfort zone, because you're not creating anything different when you're doing the same thing over and over again. So when it's time for you to put your next thing out there, or whatever it is that you're doing. So let's do this exercise in this way today. Is we're going to ask to unhide ourselves from all of the clients that are looking for us, all of the people that are looking for us, all of the money that is looking for us, and also all of the people and all of the clients and all of the money and all of the possibilities and all of the opportunities that we have been asking for and then hiding from. Where we have been asking to put ourselves out there and to be seen, and then going and hiding so that actually we cannot be found. Okay, notice the discrepancy in that. Notice the ask and then the retreat, so that the universe can't deliver. Because if the universe can't find you, if you're energetically saying, oh my God, no, I said that I wanted that, but there's no way I can be comfortable being that out there, then you cannot receive that which you have asked for. So let's do this way. And I've used the word grounding here, and I'd really like to elaborate on that energetically for a moment. If you think of a tree that is really big and magnificent, and it has amazing reach, it has a really tall, thick, sturdy trunk, which is really comforting, and it is a really strong base. And then it has really long branches, and it has beautiful lush greenery, and it's this magnificent tree that is humongous and has massive reach, and it is a massive contribution. It takes in a lot of energy and it puts out a lot of energy, and it interacts with the whole ecosystem around it. Now, the most important thing for that tree to continue being a living organism is for it to actually be really well grounded in its base, really well grounded into the earth, really well grounded in what you call its energetic as well as its physical base. And so when you are doing something, when you're putting yourself out there, or when you're uncomfortable, something that we tend to do is either retreat and hide, or you might be up and away with the fairies. You might be out of your body, or you might be putting yourself out there, but you're not staying grounded. You haven't created that really strong, solid base from which you stand up out of the earth and then put yourself out there, but you stay connected to who you are. You stay connected to your energy. You stay connected with the base of your work and who you are and what you are creating. And it gives you a really solid foundation, a really solid grounding, which helps you feel safe and stay connected. And then you can put yourself out there, and you can feel uncomfortable, and you can do things that you haven't done before, and you can ask for the money, and you can ask for clients, and you can do things that are really exciting, but you don't feel lost, and you don't feel confused, and you don't want to run away and hide, because you keep your energetic grounding as well as your feet solidly grounded in your home base. So what that would look like is when you're showing up on social media, or when you're traveling to the other side of the world, or when you're running a class online and you have people you've never met before, rather than feeling like you need to change or you need to deliver to them what they require by changing who you are and what you deliver, which takes away from the authenticity of you, and therefore takes away from your ability to receive and create money, because you're not being you, and you're not being you with money. But when you stay grounded, it allows you to deliver what people require, but not change who you are and how you do what you do. It allows you to play with every energy and put yourself out there and become unhidden, but not need to ever change who you are. And that's going to allow you this feeling of safety, this feeling of having your back protected, because you're in your home base and you're reaching out to the world. You haven't catapulted into the unknown and you don't know how to find your footing. And then it allows you to really grow from there, okay? So for everyone that hides, everyone that when they're having a bad day, when the going gets tough, when they feel unsuccessful, everyone that retreats and hides and tries not to show the world their face for a while because you need to recoup, when you're grounded in your energy, people can still find you. But when you're hiding, people cannot find you. Your clients cannot find you. The people that require your product or services cannot find you. So, for today's exercise, I just want you to imagine you being wherever you are. You can be sitting or you can be standing, and I want you to imagine what you are creating and what you are doing in your business, and I want you to get the energetic awareness of what you are creating, and all of the people all over the world that are looking for either your product or your service or for you, or who want to give you money, or who owe you money, or who wish to gift you money, and everywhere where they haven't been able to find you, I want you to do this exercise in becoming really present and becoming really grounded, and then really expanding and unhiding yourself in all of the areas and from all of the people and places where you have been hiding. Okay? So first of all, really feel and imagine your feet being rooted to the ground, having a connection with the earth in your physical body and in your energetic body. Feel that connection with the earth. And now feel strength in your presence. Feel a strengthening of your energetic vibration. Feel a strengthening of your energetic presence. Feel those molecules start to really be present in your awareness of who you are and the energy that you have, and the energy that allows people to recognize you and find you. And now expand that out. Expand out to as big as you are. And think about whatever project or class or event or product, whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is that you do in your business, whatever it is that you do to make money, infuse those activities with that presence of you being really solid and present and grounded, and yet expanded, and expand into receiving, and expand into finding all of the people and places that are looking for you. And you can probably go a bit bigger than that and a little bit bigger than that. Okay, great. And here's what I want you to play with over the next 24 hours. Whatever it is that you're doing, whether it's a Facebook post for your business, whether it's sending out a newsletter, whether it's calling clients, whether it's giving quotes, whether it's selling a physical product, I want you to be really intently present, really engaged with the molecules of your business, and really engaged with the molecules of your clients that are looking for you. So being engaged energetically and being engaged with that molecule, those molecules, means that you not only show up physically, because I know you have all been showing up physically. I know you go to work, or you go do your business, or you do things on Facebook, or you run classes, or you see your clients. But that real solid energetic presence can often be missing. And more commonly, what will happen is you dive in and dive out of it. And so what you want to do is have your ask be to be really solid and grounded in your own universe, and to be really solid with the engagement energetically when you're engaging with all of your potential clients, when you're engaging with the molecules of money, when you're inviting money into your life, when you're asking for money. Don't ask for money and then disappear. Don't ask for money and then decide that it's too much and it's impossible and it's never going to happen, so the money can't find you. Be really present once you've asked for something. Be really present when you are delivering something. Be really present when you are promoting your business, when you are engaging with potential clients, when you are putting yourself out there, whether it's your business, a sole trader, an employee. Be really present, because that is what is going to set you apart, and that is what is going to allow people to find you. This is where you have clients come out of nowhere. And you will say, wow, and they will say, I don't know what it is about you, but I want to work with you. Or I know you're the right person for this. And this works even if you're an employee. It works even if you don't have a business yet. It works in social situations. You know, the amount of things that I have, people that don't know me, I was at a wedding over the weekend and people was just saying the most amazing things to me about my presence, and I've never met them before. And it made me have to look at who I am and what I'm being, but also when you be that, it's not just a contribution to you. This isn't just about making more money. It's we want to make more money because money is wonderful, but it's actually the contribution you can do to the world when you actually show up and you don't hide who you are. And the money becomes a byproduct of that. So this exercise, I encourage you to do it. The getting grounded, feeling your feet and feeling energetically your presence really be grounded with the earth and the energy of the earth. And then expanding out and then being really present with the engagement of the molecules of whatever it is that you are engaging with. Okay? So next time that you have to engage with a potential client, next time you are pitching, next time you are making a phone call, next time you're doing a Facebook post, next time you're creating a Facebook post or some marketing material or a flyer, I want you to do this process. And then once you do it, do not retreat afterwards either. Stay right there. Stay present with the energy. Move on and do other things. This doesn't mean that you don't do anything else for the rest of the day. Move on and do everything else that you need to, but you stay present and you do not retreat. And often what will happen is you will do something, or you'll do a little bit, or you'll do something outside of your comfort zone. And then you think, oh goodness, I've done a lot today. And then you think, I'll just be quiet in my little corner for the next 24, 48 hours, so I'm not out there too much. So what I want you to play with also is moving from one exercise to the other, from one event to the other, from one interaction to the other, and keep putting yourself out there. Stay outside of your comfort zone with your actions, but stay wonderfully grounded and feel very safe, because you know that you are connected to your energy and the energy of the planet and the energy of the earth, and ask it to contribute to you and being able to show up as you and do the work that you are here to do. And ask that money to come. Ask those clients to now find you, because you're going to stay energetically available. We're going to have your molecules vibrate in such a way that they can actually find you and hire you and pay you, okay, which is what this challenge is all about. Okay, so do we have any questions, comments, or queries? All right, so as we start to wrap up for today, remember to post your progress, post your questions, post your challenges into the group. The more interaction we have in the group, the more of a contribution it is for you and to everyone else, because the questions that one person may have will often be the question that many other people have. And if you think that you are the only one that has a particular problem or challenge going on, I can guarantee that will not be the case. So when you ask a question, it allows other people to receive the information that they have been searching for. Also remember that the Business Upgrade Program is going to be released very shortly. I will be letting you know all about the information for the Business Upgrade Program over the next few days. So if you have questions about that, let me know. And if you are a person who is in a service-based business, if you are looking to interact with clients to make your money, this challenge and this program is all about helping you uncover all of those places where you are energetically not being congruent with what you say you wish to create. Okay? So start asking yourself and doing what's required to receive and create the business and the life you say you wish to. And we will continue tomorrow, same time, same place, and I can't wait to hear how you guys are all going, okay? Take care, and I will see you soon.